Hi, I'm Pete with Same Day Tees. We're in Frankfort, Illinois, south of Chicago. We're a job shop, a contract printer. 95% of what we do is for the ASI and licensed property industry. We've been in business for about 12 years. Up until the last year, we were primarily a screen printer, doing anything from one color to 10, 12 color work. Over the last couple of years, we've transitioned more to being a digital printer, especially last year with DTG and the Digital Squeegee playing a big part of it. We got the Digital Squeegee, it was 2.5, 3 years ago. And the reason we were looking at it is that we were selling a lot of simulated process jobs that were 8 to 12, 8 to 14 colors. So there was a lot of pre-press with them. And then we were having to tweak jobs a lot, which was costing us time. We're having to go back and redo screens, redo art. So this was a way for us to contain our setup times with the Digital Squeegee. So we probably thought about getting a second Digital Squeegee almost right away, because we anticipated it being a small to medium run, 100 pieces to 1,000 pieces, maybe a little bit over. On average, we average maybe 2,500 pieces or so a day, depending on how big the print is. But what had happened right away is we were getting these bigger runs that were taking multiple days and sometimes multiple weeks. It would tie up the press. And so we'd be grateful for this big job, but then in the meantime, for a week to 2 weeks, we couldn't get anything else on the press. M&R had been talking about being able to get the Digital Squeegee on other presses. And then the conversation talking to M&R, my salesperson, was that they could do it. The installation went smooth. They brought it out. They got it hooked up. They had an engineer out here one day just to make sure everything went good, but we're running that press every day, and it gives us the flexibility when we have these bigger jobs that run more than one day. We could keep them there but still get our other jobs out. So it's given us flexibility for the time being. The last couple of years we've been shifting more towards digital, because I'd rather keep presses filled with a digital print than a 1 or 2 color print. So we've been very fortunate there. You know, I see digital growing. I think on the DTG side, which we've talked about, I think it's all about finding a way not to have to overprint the pre-treat and get in the inks. And I think when you talk to the manufacturers about it, they kind of look at you and shake your head. But I think 10 years from now, we've got to get away from pre-treat or figure a way around it. Now these machines are doing big numbers, and I think that's exciting. And the labor thing, you know, you have somebody who does a simulated process print in your shop. They're a very skilled individual. Your art department's very skilled. Your screen department's very skilled, and it's getting harder and harder to get those people. I think we're one of the first shops that have 2 of them in right now, right? And then they have it on the Sportsman was awesome, because the amount of money we had to invest just getting the Digital Squeegee in and not having to buy another press was really good. And even with the first one, we knew we wanted that Digital Squeegee as soon as it came to market. So when we moved here, we made sure when we were talking to our sales rep, like, what kind of press is this digital press going to go on? What do we need to have? Because I don't want to buy this press and find out it only goes on this press. So we had been here about a year, and we had the right press, we had the right pre-press, we had everything ready for it. So it was only one piece of equipment for the first one, and then the second one was one piece of equipment. But it's been great, and it's separated us from the competition quite a bit. It's changed how we market our business. We market our business all digital now. You know, it's worked out good. Look at your workload, but you know, hearing guys in our industry talking about digital and Digital Squeegee, like how new it is, to me it's like I felt for the last 10, 20 years like we were so behind times, because in the ASI industry, they were printing coffee mugs and pens and notepads full color for 20 years, right? And I'm like, when are we going to come to this party? You know, why is it taking us so long? Well, the reason is we print on all different types of substrates, all different types, of fabrics, all different types of colors. So we had a lot more to overcome than print on a white coffee mug or a white pen or a white coffee or a white piece of paper. We've had to overcome it, but our customers are used to seeing it in other venues or other applications, so I think they're ready for it.